Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are opening Box 4 of 2022 UFC Select, and I absolutely cannot wait to get into this. We have pulled some incredible stuff over the last few months throughout the hobby boxes, the Donruss boxes, Chronicles. I mean, it's been amazing. I've had so much fun opening these, and today we got an absolute deal on this box. I got this on eBay for $230. They actually discounted it a good bit because they said that the box came factory damaged, but the only damage on this box are two little dents right here in the corners, the strongest parts of the box, and I do not anticipate any damage to the cards whatsoever. The box is not crushed, so for $230 on very minimal box damage, that's an absolute steal. I cannot wait to get into it. We are going to go ahead and not waste any more time. Let's pop this open and start pulling some more incredible stuff. I've had so much fun with this. I mean, the autographs we pulled, the numbered cards we have pulled. I mean, for any true passionate UFC fan like myself, this is absolutely fantastically fun, and I cannot wait to get into it. There are our packs, and let's go ahead and not waste a second more of the time and bust into pack 1. I am beyond excited here. Alright, and into pack 1, here we go. And right off the bat, we have the former lightweight champ, Charles Oliveira, who is fighting Islam Makhachev at UFC 280 in Abu Dhabi in October, and I cannot wait. Huge, massive fight. Let's see if Oliveira might be able to get the belt back, or if Islam continues his dominant Russian streak to become the next Khabib 2.0 and capture his first title. Alright, Oliveira off to the side. Under him, we have the rookie, Karol Rosa. Under Karol Rosa, we have the current champ, Izzy Israel Adesanya on the Premier. Under Izzy, one of my all-time favorite fighters, Peter Yan, No Mercy Yan on the numbers, 258 strikes landed, one of the best boxers in the UFC, absolute devastating hands. I mean, laser-cut precision, beautiful defense, beautiful offense. I mean, the true definition of a great striker and boxer. And under Peter Yan, we have a rookie silver. Who do we have? Thiago Moises. There we go. Thiago Moises on the silver. Beautiful right there. Thiago Moises, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Great stand-up, a little up and down, but man, he's a very solid fighter. Fantastic stuff. All right, and into pack 2, we have got the rookie Paul Craig, who had a very underwhelming fight this past weekend against Volkan Oezdemir. I mean, he just looked terrible. He did a lot of stalling. You know, he tried to pull guard a lot. He just kept dropping down. I mean, it was just a terrible performance by him. Very lackluster, but, you know, still, Paul Craig, great jiu-jitsu, great fighter in the light heavyweight division, normally in his other fights, but hey, you know, everybody has a little bit of an off night. And under him, we have the current bantamweight champ, Aljamain Sterling, fighting TJ Dillashaw in Abu Dhabi in October. Great fight, cannot wait for that. Under him, we have the current featherweight champion, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And under Alexander, we have the legend, Mark Coleman on the Premier. Beautiful. I actually pulled his auto in one of the previous boxes. And here we go, up on our first tricolored, we've got rookie Sean Brady on the tricolor. Beautiful. I've been seeing a lot of his tricolor rookies and a lot of boxes, and I mean, you want to talk about an up-and-coming kid who is red hot, who's a serious problem. This is one of them out of the group of rookies that I think have the most potential. He is in that top 5. Beautiful stuff to have the tricolored Sean Brady. All right, great stuff so far. And we are kicking into the next pack, still hunting the 2 autos and the relic. And into the next pack, we have the legend Rich Franklin, the former middleweight champion. And I think we might be coming up on an auto. I see something on the edge. It might be a white. And here we go, the streaking Russian Terminator Islam Makhachev himself on the concourse. And here we go, we have a Premier Khamzat Chimaev. That is my first Premier Khamzat Chimaev. Beautiful stuff right there. And we will put Khamzat off to the side for the phenomenon, Arnold Almighty Allen. And there is a good chance that Arnold will be fighting Calvin Kattar next, and that is a massive banger, absolute firework of a fight. Cannot wait for that. Calvin Kattar, one of the best strikers in the UFC. Arnold Allen, one of the hottest prospects Great stand-up, great overall fighter. Absolutely destroyed Dan Hooker in his last fight. I mean, put one of the most vicious beatdowns of all time on a guy. And I mean, I felt awful for Hooker, but man, Arnold Allen is a assassin. Cannot wait to see if him and Calvin Kattar actually comes to fruition. And we have come up on a white. I might have given it away there, but I think it's Biggie Boy Jair Rosenstruck. Hell, yes, one of the deadliest one-punch power hitters in the UFC heavyweight division. I mean, this guy is right up there with Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis. I mean, he's had a little bit of a rough patch in his last fight or two with the knockout loss to Alexander Volkov, but Jair Biggie Boy Rosenstruck is still a killer. 56-75 on the white. That is beautiful. Love that right there. And here we go into the next pack. Great stuff so far. Silver Thiago Moises, tricolor Sean Brady, and a white Jair Biggie Boy Rosenstruck. Alright, busting into the next pack. Here we go. We have the phenomenally well-rounded and striking specialist Neil Magny. There we go. Under Neil Magny, we have the hot and up-and-coming streaking prospect Dricus du Plessis coming off the tactical beatdown of Brad Tavares a few weeks ago on the pay-per-view. This kid is he's on fire. He's going to be a problem. All right, under Dricus, we have the greatest middleweight champion of all time, Anderson the Spider Silva, the legend himself on concourse. Under Anderson, we have Conor, the notorious McGregor, on the premiere. Will Conor make his comeback by the end of this year? We will find out. He might make it in December at the very last card, and I think it's going to be in Madison Square Garden again. That would be a perfect opportunity for him to return, but if not, he could return early next year. I'm anticipating that it's going to be one of the two. So Conor on the premiere. Under Conor, we have Rulian Paiva, the rookie, on the premiere. And here we go. We've got an Octagon Side Aspen Ladd. Octagon Side Silver. We've got Silver Aspen Ladd. That is beautiful stuff right there. Aspen Ladd, a great fighter in her own right. Very solid, very well-rounded. Not one of the top fighters in her division, but, a scrapper, and she tends to get the job done. Not bad at all. All right, and we are moving right along. I will put Aspen over here. There we go. And kicking into the next pack, we have another Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rosenstruck on the concourse. Pedro Munoz on the concourse, and I pulled his autograph in the last H2 Select box, which was incredible. Phenomenal autograph. Pedro, a longtime UFC vet. And, just a killer, fought a laundry list of the who's who of the best fighters in his division. Under Pedro, we have Alonzo Menifield on the concourse for the rookie. Beautiful stuff there for Alonzo. And I think we are coming up on a bronze. And under Alonzo Menifield, this is Nina Nunes. Nina Nunes. Not the best fighter, not really a top fighter in her division. She is the girlfriend of Amanda Nunes. Definitely not even remotely on her planet skill-wise, but not a bad Octagon Side there to have for Nina Nunes. And here we go. Oh, sorry, I gave it away again. On the bronze is Phil Hawes, the deadly one-punch power puncher. Phil Hawes put an absolute beatdown on Deron Winn in his last fight. Showing some promise in his striking skill. He's just a brute powerhouse of a hitter. Great stuff there on the bronze for Phil Hawes. Here we go. And so far, no autograph yet, but I anticipate we are coming up on it at any second. I've had a streak in my last few boxes where I pulled my auto very early, or at least the first one. But here we go. We have the legend himself, Chael P. Sonnen, the middleweight legend, one of the best shit talkers of all time. Chael was always a good time. Came so close to beating Anderson for the belt in 2010, and at the last second got choked out with the triangle. It would have been great to see Chael get the belt, but Chael's a mini legend in his own right. Who doesn't love some Chael? I think we might be approaching our auto, and we've got a tricolor rookie in the back. All right, here we go on the concourse. Bam, Tai, Tuivasa, Bam Bam. Knocking on the door of a heavyweight title shot. Can he make it to the belt? Can he get past Surreal Gone in a few months? We will see. All right, and under Tuivasa, we have the kickboxer Dustin Jacoby on the rookie. Great stuff. Picking up a huge knockout win in his last fight. All right, and under Dustin Jacoby, we have hit the auto, and here we go. ES. ES. Who could ES be? Who could that be? I'm trying to think of that off the top of my head before I get to it. Edmund Shabazian. Wow, all right. Edmund Shabazian on the auto. And this kid trains with Edmund Taverdian. He is out of Ronda Rousey's camp. He was looking very promising when he first came in, but he has hit a skid. He's taken a lot of losses in his last few fights. I don't know if he could get back on track, but that is not a bad auto to have. Edmund Shabazian on the Octagon Action Signatures. Great stuff there. And under Edmund Shabazian, we have a tricolor, the Leech, Li Ji Liang, one of the best strikers in the welterweight division. I mean, picking up a huge win in his last fight. That is his rookie card. Beautiful stuff on the tricolor for the Leech. All right. Let's hope that the next auto makes up for the Edmund Shabazian. Not a bad card to have, but not the best thing that you could pull. Not really what I'm looking for. But here we go. Kicking into the next pack, we have another Leech on the Concourse Rookie. We've got Sean Brady on the Concourse Rookie. Beautiful. Under him, we have Dominic Cruz, the former champ on Premier, who is fighting Marlon Chito Vera in the next few weeks. Great fight. Cannot wait for that. And here we go. Under that, we have a phenomenon, Askar Askarov on the silver. Beautiful stuff there. His most recent fight taking the loss to Kai Kara France, the up-and-coming streaking killer who is fighting Brandon Moreno this coming weekend in the rematch. Cannot wait for that. Great stuff on the phenomenon. Askar Askarov. And under him, we have a silver Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannoneer. Beautiful stuff there. Just recently losing to Izzy in the middleweight title fight. Put up a good fight, you know, but I mean, Izzy's just so good. I mean, it's just impossible to touch him cleanly. I mean, he's just, his distance, his striking. He's an absolute master at, you know, just picking guys apart. All right. And we are kicking into the next pack. Here we go. And we have a rookie, Paddy the Batty Pimblett, picking up a huge win this past weekend in the O2 London card against Jordan Levitt with a massive chokeout. Great post-fight speech about suicide, losing a friend. I mean, from the heart. I mean, absolutely just tugs at your heart. And I mean, it was a phenomenal speech, man. I mean, who doesn't love some Paddy right now? I mean, the kid is just, he has such a big heart, and he's got to do a lot of good things. The next big thing, the next big Conor McGregor, most likely. All right, we have Concourse, Preacher's Daughter, Holly Holm. Under Holly, we have the former double champ, the Cringe King, Henry Cejudo. And under Henry Cejudo, we have Octagon's side, Julia Avila. That is her rookie. Beautiful stuff there. And under Julia, we've got a silver. Who do we have here? We've got Thiago Santos Maheta, one of the nastiest strikers in the light heavyweight division. An absolute killer with dynamite in his hands. Phenomenal stuff there. Thiago Maheta on the silver. All right. We have got 4 packs left. And we are still hunting the second auto and the relic. Beautiful stuff so far. All right, and to kick off the next pack, we have the former champ, Thug Rose Namajunas, who doesn't love Rose. Under Rose, we have Concourse Brock Lesnar. Under Brock, we have my favorite up-and-coming, streaking, hot prospect, Rafael Fiziev, the Muay Thai specialist, the kickboxing Terminator. I love this guy. Coming off a huge win off of knocking out RDA. I mean, fantastic stuff. I see a bright future for him. And under Rafael Fiziev, we have global icons, the former champ Glover Teixeira. Beautiful stuff there with the Brazilian flag in the background. I really love these global icons cards. All right, we have a silver, and it is Dan the Hangman Hooker on the silver. One of my favorite fighters out of City Kickboxing. I mean, City Kickboxing is one of the best gyms on the planet. All the best Australian fighters fight out of that gym. They've produced some great champions like Izzy, Alexander Volkanovski. Dan Hooker is a killer, but he has had a rough time in his last few fights, really taken some beatings, some hard losses, but I hope he gets back on track because I love Dan Hooker to death. An absolute tactical killer. I mean, awesome knees, perfect striking. I mean, he's just got to tighten up his defense a little bit. And I mean, he could be a future title contender one day. Love Dan the Hangman Hooker. All right, and we are kicking in to our last 3 packs. And let's hope for something huge here. All right. And kicking into the next pack, we have Nikita Krylov, who is coming off the huge knockout win of the returning Alexander the Mauler. All right, Gus came back this past weekend. I was really hoping Gus could get back on track. You know, he's been off a few years. I mean, he had the great legendary fight with John back in 2013. I mean, he used to be so good, but I mean, Gus has just taken some hard losses recently, and he got knocked out by Nikita. You know, it was really tough to see him go out that quick, but I hope Gus can maybe make a comeback, pick up a win before he retires. All right, and under Nikita Krylov, we have Matt Schnell, who pulled off one of the craziest comebacks of all time against Sumu Darji about 2 weeks ago. I mean, he was out on his feet, getting rocked left and right. I mean, it looked like he was knocked out multiple times, and the man just went into zombie mode, dug deep, came back, and wound up finishing the kid. Incredible stuff. One of the best comebacks ever by Matt Schnell. And how weird is that? I mean, right under him, we have Sumu Darji himself. That is so weird. They tend to do this. They will put fighters who either just fought right next to each other or fighters who are going to fight right next to each other, and it's so crazy. But that is the guy who he literally just finished in the crazy comeback, rookie Sumu Darji. All right. And under him, we have Premier Zhang Weili, the former champ. And under Zhang Weili, we have Tricolor Kamaru Usman. I mean, making a case to be the greatest welterweight champion of all time, coming right up there with almost a 50-50 with GSP, my all-time favorite fighter. Can he surpass George as the greatest welterweight champ of all time? We will find out, and he still has plenty of time left in his career to make that happen. Beautiful stuff on the Tricolor Kamaru Usman. All right, we are down to the last 2 packs, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see if we can hit our auto here or the relic, and let's hope we don't get a redemption because Panini is not good with the redemptions. I am dreading any type of redemption. All right, so we have the Karate Hottie Michelle Watterson, who just returned and took a loss to not Amanda Ribas. I'm blanking out on who it was off the top of my head. She's right in the Amanda Lemos, that's who it was, not Ribas. All right, we have the champ Juliana Pena fighting Amanda Nunes this coming weekend in the rematch. Cannot wait. Huge rematch for Juliana. And under Juliana, one of my favorite fighters and the greatest female fighter on the planet, in my opinion, Premier Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. Love it. And we have hit the second auto. Oh, here we go. SO. SO. Who did we get on the SO? Let's see. We have a purple under this as well. Sean O'Malley, holy shit. No way. That is huge. I should have known. Who else would be SO than Sean O'Malley? Man, that is awesome. Signature Sean Sugar O'Malley. That is crazy. That is a total makeup for that Edmund Shabazian right there. I mean, Sean O'Malley, one of the biggest names of the sport right now. He's drawing all kinds of attention, all kinds of eyes. I mean, great striker, starting to try to break into the top 10, had the controversial foul loss. Well, I mean, no contest over Pedro Munoz, but now he will be fighting Peter Yan, and that is a massive, huge step up in competition for Sean O'Malley. Can he handle the top 10 and the top 5 and Peter Yan? We will find out if he can get past that test. That is phenomenal. Sean O'Malley on the auto. What a way to make up for the Edmund Shabazian. That is fantastic. And then, under Sean O'Malley, we have a purple Holly Holm. And that should be numbered 50 of 60. Purple Holly Holm right there. Beautiful stuff. All right. What a great box so far. Sean O'Malley, Tricolor, Kamaru Usman, Thiago Santos, Jared Cannonier. We got Sean Brady, Jair Biggie Boy Rosenstruck, and Phil Haas. I mean, phenomenal stuff. And we are down to the last pack. This should have our relic in it. And let's hope it's something huge. That would be fantastic to end the video. All right, we have Viviane Araújo on the concourse. And here we go, one of the best and up-and-coming red-hot prospects, Shavkat Rakhmonov, out of Kazakhstan. Very nice, great success. I cannot believe what a wonderful card to have right there. This guy is going to make huge waves in the division, picking up the submission win over Neil Magny, which is a huge feather in his cap. And under Shavkat, we have Sean Strickland, one of my absolute favorite fighters. I love him to death. Speaks his mind, tells the truth. I mean, a beacon of light in cancel culture and all the wokeness going on in the world. I love Sean. I mean, just what a phenomenal, fun dude. All right, and we have hit the relic. Here we go. What did we get here? MM MM. What could MM be? MM. Marlon Moraes. Okay, I did not expect that. I forget that Marlon Moraes is still in the set, even though he is retired. But that is not bad at all. Marlon Moraes on the patch relic. I mean, he started off, he had a fantastic, kickoff to the UFC, picked up a lot of big wins, knocked out Aljamain Sterling. I mean, he looked like he was actually going to break into the top of the division and be a real problem, but then he just started tanking, having a lot of knockout losses to Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong. It was a real tough time for him, and he decided to retire young. It's unfortunate, but that is a great select silver patch to have, and I much prefer these patch relics over the other style that has the cheap, corny lightning bolts on them. This one looks much cleaner, much sharper with the half and half silver and red. I love it. Great stuff. Marlon Moraes on the select. Oh, wow. And for our final card of the evening, what a way to close out. We have a red Khabib Nurmagomedov. That is incredible. All right, on the red, 34.99 on Khabib. What a beautiful way to close out the box. Phenomenal. All right. So that does it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. I might be taking a little break until Chronicles comes out at the end of August. In between then, I might buy some Select blasters. I've been looking into those just to kind of fill in some space. And we will see if we pull anything out of the blasters if I do decide to buy some. But until then, comment below, like the video, subscribe. I love to interact with fans. I love to interact with other passionate UFC fans, talk about the upcoming fights, talk about what you pull in your boxes. I mean, I love it to death. The passion is just running wild on this channel. So thank you so much again, and I will see you either in the next blaster boxes or the next Chronicles 2022 box. Take care.